hear that? If you think that you don't have it to get there or you're close, you're not going to make it because it's about 40 miles of a sand wash. Okay? So you got Gatorade bottles, you got whatever, fill that shit up. Because I've got a feeling there's going to be a couple guys short here. Okay? Everybody hear me? If you do the regular route, you're going to be about 93.
To the gas.
To the gas. So if you got any doubt, make sure you got a little bit of gas with you, okay? And lay off of that damn throttle a little bit. Don't hack that thing the whole way. Everybody with me? All right, Pro Loop in the early section, we are running what they ran in the Enduro possibly yesterday. I don't know. I think it's a little too hard for the Enduro. Dan did it with me. Is it as hard as yesterday, Dan? Yeah.
Yesterday afternoon, about the same.
Yeah. It's not as
sections as yesterday afternoon.
Yeah, it rolls in and out of big rocks, and it's got some climbs and stuff. It's kind of fun. So be careful on it. But don't go in there if you got any doubt at all and you want to save yourself because it's a long day. If you have any doubt at all, do the all riders route. Okay? And it's very scenic. You're not cheating yourself at all doing the all riders route. There's some cool alien paintings. You'll see them on the rocks. Make sure you stop there, check that out. That's really cool. It's going to be in this one section. It is kind of a county public road there, and there'll be a lot of greenies in there. So lay off a little bit through that section. It's worth it because it's so scenic going through there.
What track is that?
I don't know. There's a lot of tracks there, but you'll know when you come up on it. It's pretty awesome. Spaceship stuff. Yeah, exactly. Now, we got 5 miles of hell after lunch. If you're at all tired, do the Pro Loop. Don't do the AA Loop. The Pro Loop's got 5 miles of hell stuff on it. It's not as long, but it's just as good. If you're doubting yourself at all, get on the all rider route at that point at the truck. There'll be paperwork in the truck, and you can reset your GPS and get with somebody that knows how to do that. Don, it looks like John's pretty good at it. We got a couple of guys that are pretty good at that here. I can help too, but I got a feeling I'm gonna be in the back. So I think when we get to lunch, and hopefully we're there by 1 o'clock, I'm hoping. If you are, say around 2:30, 3 o'clock, don't do 5 miles of hell because you're gonna put me into total hell, is what's gonna happen. And I'm gonna decide how I'm gonna manage through that. And then I want you to tell Roxanne if you're doing 5 miles of hell, I need a list of who's doing 5 miles of hell.
Is 5 miles of hell right after lunch? Like the first trail?
It's about 8-10 miles after that. Okay? And it takes a while to get there. You're going to get in there and you're going to be like, am I in 5 miles of hell? This must be 5 miles of hell. You're not in 5 miles of hell yet.
Have you rode it already?
Yeah.
And it is 8 miles.
And it is 8 miles long. And when you get in there, don't race it. Just take your time, breathe, take your time. Don't get frustrated. There's sand in there. If you can ride that sand for 100 feet, I'm impressed.
They put a come along at every one of those step ups.
Because we're going to need it. Yeah. And make sure you have a partner. Okay, got to have extra gas. If you can't do over 100, I'd say if you can't do 110 or 120, carry gas. Okay? We got any questions here? Make sure you stop and you talk to Roxanne when you see her after 5 miles of hell coming out. It's in this real sweet slot canyon. It's freaking awesome. You guys will love it. Make sure you talk to her, and then coming back into town, keep managing your gas all the way. We're gonna come by the airport and come back through here. I think I'm gonna have some gas out there to splash you as you leave the highway again. You do run the highway, the 2-track road coming out of Lake Powell for a couple miles. Before you do a turn off on a county road to get back in here. Carry extra levers, extra gear shifters, make sure you got your tools. Okay. Any other questions?
How close to Lake Powell is this going to go?
We're still 100.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I'm thinking
so
that's a hell of a long ways.
The swell's really cool. It's awesome if you've never rode the swell. It's very different. It's an amazing place. Not everybody goes to Moab and they go to the Grand Canyon and all, but everybody doesn't know about what we're going into.
Yeah.
It's freaking awesome. That we can even ride bikes in there. It's cool as shit. Anybody else? Anybody? Anybody? All right, take your time getting out of here. Our chase crew, they're a little lax, and I jumped on them a little bit. And I'm like, you gotta get your shit together. These boys are gonna go. So just slow down just a little bit, and we're good to go. Okay? Everybody, please be careful. Don't get hurt today.
How many did we do at lunch yesterday?
When you change the track, you can stop.
Gasser's ready. The only bike here with a Kaiser decal. Yeehaw! Aloha, brother. Well, aloha, my friends. The old gas man, he couldn't keep up with Grant and Ken on this ride. I made it probably about 25 miles. The whoop-de-doos are just hell everywhere, all along. Those guys were cooking and booking on their 450s. The old KTM just didn't want to take it. I couldn't. It didn't have the grunt to leap over all those whoop-de-doos, so I had to suck them all up. And if you got off the trail by just the 3 or 4 feet, there was always like a little gulch waiting for you, so it just take the hits and just kick the shit right out of you, yeah? So it was either get the shit kicked out of you or ride the whoop-de-doos, one or the other. That's the way it was the whole way for the 25 miles that I went, and the dust was just, I had cotton mouth so bad I couldn't believe it. And my drink system took a crap on me. The little valve decided not to work today. Yeah, so I had cotton mouth so bad I couldn't even suck water up from the bladder, because once I got the water up to the nipples to suck on it, when you stop, the water would go all the way back down in the bladder again, and I'd have to suck to get that damn water up. And that just wasn't cutting it for the day. And then plus, my gas supply, my extra gas, because this is going to be 100 miles of this shit. This guy goes on the front fender, but it kept coming off, so I had to keep stopping to put it on. Finally, I just put it up here just to get it out of the way so it wouldn't come off. And it got to the point where Grant had to wait for me a couple times, and I said, screw this. I'm not gonna screw up their day. So this is what you got to contend with. You be hauling ass, and then you come to something like this. You come to that drop off right there, yeah, and they come up quick too. And there's some gullies, and then there's some pinnacles that you got to rush it up there in second gear to the top. And once you're at the top of these pinnacles like this, you never know what's on the other side. So some of them just go wham and drop right off. And I mean gnarly drop-offs too. So if you don't keep to this trail, you can get your ass in big deep doo-doo doing that. But anyway, for what riding I did with them, I had fun. I'm gonna go hook up with them tomorrow, and we're gonna go ride Slick Rock at Moab's Hell's Revenge Trails. So that'll be fun. I know I can handle that. At least it won't be as bad as dust. This stuff, I'm telling you, man, this stuff is just dustier than hell. Just powder dust. And the guy that laid this trail out, I mean, these guys started out in Colorado 4 days ago. Yeah, and they've been riding every day. They do 100, 115, 20 miles each day. And it's all off-road like this the whole way to get here to Green River. So, the old man, he got his ass kicked today. Yes, he did. Aloha, brother. Here comes some riders now. I don't know who they are. Okay, yeah. Those guys missed a turn back there. You can see what you got to contend with. It's whoop-de-doo all the way, man. Whoop-de-doo. Follows the highway for all the way down that power line, and it cuts all the way across over toward the railroad tracks, way in the hell down there. That's where I bailed. You got to be careful because you come across stuff like this. Yeah. No mercy gullies. So I've never ridden in this stuff before, so I learned. You better watch out where the hell you're going. When we started out, it was so rough, I didn't even get a chance to turn on my helmet cam. So I'm videoing this right here, right now, with my handheld Kodak camera. I'm just going to scan here and let you take a look at where we are. Moab, Utah.